Day 13, meal number 4. Now, here's the very interesting fact. It's about 8 hours since I last checked in with you. About 8 hours. And this entire time, I haven't gotten hungry. I'm not hungry now. At all. Not even slightly. It's kind of interesting. Well, it's been 8 hours. It's late. And I think just to be sensible, I'm going to go ahead and just give my body some tools that it is going to need. So, I've been waiting here, and part of my intent was to play with my portion sizes, to reduce my portion sizes, but give myself permission to eat as much as I wanted. So the idea would be cut the portion size more or less in half, and then if I get hungry, to wait just a little bit and then eat more of a small portion. If I got hungry again, no problem. Wait just a little bit and kind of follow what my body is asking me to do. Well, how interesting that my body is not demanding food. And I don't know. It's like, we talked a little bit earlier about trillions and trillions of cells at work in this amazing universe inside of us. And we are like the mayors of this. It's like a village, maybe a city with all this activity. It's an amazing place, and we're sort of the mayors of the city, right? And so we talked a little bit about what if there was a town meeting and someone stood up and out of the blue, and they're talking about bridges or whatever it is, and someone yells as loud as they can, "Cheeseburger!" Would the meeting stop? So here's the thing. I don't know what happened. Did all of the cells of my body find a way to find that one guy that wants to stand up and yell cheeseburger, and maybe invite that whatever that impulse is, that voice, that's not really a voice. I don't hear it like a voice. I hear it in the language of my body. I feel a craving, right? An impulse. Well, what is it really? It seems to have dissipated. Well, at least for now, I don't know. I just can only report in where I'm at. Does this mean that this is where you should be? No, not necessarily. You're going to be wherever you are, and wherever you are is good, because this is a process. This is a process of learning the unique language of your body, and a process of giving your body really good tools to be able to help and to be able to align with the wisdom of your body. So kind of wherever that is where it is. Now, I went grocery shopping, and I got a whole bunch of different supplies of things that I like. And one of the things that I always put on my list are those Bubby's pickles. Remember those? Made by Bubby. She looks so serious about her pickles, right? Now, when I got back and I'm unloading everything, I was thinking wow, I haven't really eaten it all. And so I'm kind of packing some things up, and I like to get a lot of kind of base materials. I have my little command center that you've seen, and I have all kind of interesting little kind of just base ingredients. And so I'm packing stuff up, and I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and I'll just have a little nut, one nut from this and one nut from that as I'm packing things up. One nut from this, right? And then I had this little interesting craving that arose, and it was for Bubby's pickle juice. Of all things, Bubby's pickle juice has a very distinct briny kind of flavor, kind of a little bit salty, a little bit sour. And I like that flavor. And I got thinking, well, okay, so I'll just have a little bit of the pickle juice. And it was super satisfying. And craving goes away completely. I'm like, well, what is that? You know what? I'm guessing, who knows, but I'm guessing in my little experiment that what that craving is the desire for kind of what has happened with these naturally fermented pickles. You have these natural cultures that are going to assist and help the body with digestion. I'm just wondering if that's maybe what it is. Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to have this little one of the meals that I packed up earlier. And so it's got a little speck of salmon. That's about a fourth of that strip of salmon. I made 3 strips of salmon, and that's about a fourth of 1 strip of salmon. There's an avocado, and it's the mixed greens. And then I'm going to have maybe a couple spoons to a cup, somewhere a couple spoons to a cup of the mix of vegetables with the balsamic vinegar in it. So that's what I'm going to have here for meal number 4. Now later tonight, if I get hungry, I'm going to have ready to go a little meal of about a quarter cup of nuts and somewhere around maybe half a cup of Greek yogurt. I might have also a cup of the coconut milk. Now, this is not like the milk directly from the coconuts or what you buy in a can to cook with that is oftentimes kind of very thick and very sugary. This is just basically coconut milk. Let me actually come over here to the refrigerator and show you exactly what I'm talking about here when I say coconut milk. Okay, there we go. Organic coconut milk. Here's the situation right here. Unsweetened. Can you see that, like right there? Where my finger is, unsweetened. I also like to get this unsweetened drink. This is made of peas. Ripples made of peas. And there is Bubby's. I love Bubby's very much. And here is, we're going to tour my refrigerator. Here is the cashew milk that I buy. Okay, critical thing, unsweetened and plain. And you can see on here that basically there is 2 grams of protein, 6 carbohydrates. There's 1 gram of sugar, it's naturally occurring in there, and 4 grams of fat. And with the peas, it's higher in protein, 8 grams of protein, 0 carbohydrates, 0 sugars. That's what I like about that. There's no added sugar here in this, and it's 4.5 grams of fat. So peas and cashews. Okay, there you have it. Let me bring us back over here. That is my, hey, there's a cat. A little bit of a mess right there. Okay, come on, kitty. Come on, Rasa. Come on up here. Okay, so that's going to be meal number 4. I've got Rasa here who's going to help me. Maybe. I think she's trying to get it. You're being a good dog. Don't get the salmon. All right. So have a terrific evening, and I will look forward to checking in with you in the morning, day 14. Can you believe we've been at it 2 weeks? Listen, stay with me on this. And just remember, it's an abundant universe, and we can eat as much as we want. And in fact, we now have so many more choices than what we used to have. I mean, do you remember the days when it would be like just cheeseburgers? Maybe that wasn't your thing. Maybe it was slices of pizza. Maybe it was fried potatoes. Maybe it was mashed potatoes. We now have so many huge number of choices. I have some of them behind me here in my pantry, right? We'll talk about each of these items as we go. And but we have so many choices of tools, building blocks that we can give all the trillions of cells of our body to work with, doing what they know how to do so well in this amazing, very wise ecosystem that is connected and deeply, not just connected, deeply interconnected and interdependent with all of our plant life and people life, the whole earth all around us. Have a super terrific evening, and I'll look forward to connecting with you tomorrow.